start the conversation without first offering a congratulations. Your first Olympics representing your native Australia alongside another first-timer in Jason Day, getting that honor a little bit earlier in the week, or last week, excuse me. What is the emotion behind that honor?
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, to represent Australia, I feel like I was only an amateur, a couple years ago. And, I represented Australia during my amateur times quite a lot. And I really enjoyed, that team aspect. And I know we're playing individual, but just being, in a team environment and especially representing Australia, it's a huge honor and really excited.
I mean, you're not even the only Olympian in your own household right now. Your sister, Minjee, is also going to the Olympics. How cool would it be if there was a team component where you could actually compete with your sibling for Australia in the Olympics?
Yeah, it would be amazing. I mean, I feel like, a lot of other sports do a kind of a team thing. So it would be nice if there was like a doubles or a mixed doubles kind of thing in the golf aspect of the Olympics. But, again, I'm really excited just to be, part of Australia and part of the Olympics. And, I think in the future, hopefully that could be a thing, and golf's only becoming bigger and better everywhere in the world, so hopefully it's in the future.
Now, you have a lot of short-term goals to take care of as well, some business at hand. You're playing this week, you're about to go to Scotland for the Scottish Open, which you won a few years ago. You're 64th in the FedExCup list right now. How much is making that top 70 on your mind over the course of the next couple of months?
Yeah, no, it's big. I mean, to play I feel like this year I haven't really got to play in the signature events, which is a little bit of a bummer. I feel like I've played pretty good golf and would love to play against the best field in golf, especially out here in America. And yeah, I feel like I've been sitting at home and really wanting to play those events. So definitely getting that FedExCup ranking as high as I can, and playing next year, that would be that's a goal of mine. I feel like when there's something to look forward to or to play for, I do end up playing a little bit better, which is great. So thanks for putting that on my mind, and I'll try to play good this week.
Menwo, we made mention, and you did as well, of your sister Minjee, who's a major champion winner. What kind of influence has she had on you, both in golf and in life?
Yeah, no, I mean, we don't really get to spend that much time together. So anytime we do, we're hanging out and chilling out. Not too much talk about golf, a little bit now and then, but we try to be normal brother and sister. I always say, I'm a typical younger brother, and I annoy the heck out of her, and she, gets angry at me. So we don't really have a fluid, I guess, conversation most of the time, but yeah, I do miss her most of the time. And when we're in the same state and city, we tend to try to get together and hang out like a normal family, but that's one thing that is sacrificial, I guess, in our family. But yeah, I mean, very proud of her, and she's played such good golf over the last since she's been pro, so 7-8 years, maybe more. Yeah, she's getting old, so no, I'm trying to follow in her footsteps, and she's a great golfer, and on the course, she's like a robot, which I'm kind of not. So that's what I look to be mentality wise, a bit like her, and play like her.
Is that your next kind of goal that you're looking for here, Minwoo? Because you've been very consistent in the majors, and you're top 25 in all of them this year. You talked about sitting at home watching the signature events that you really want to be playing in. When you look at what your next step is, or your next career development here, is it mostly the mind game or attitude that you're trying to kind of be a little more disciplined on?
I mean, I think my mental game has really been very good over the past couple years. I was pretty young and immature when I was the first few years out, and I've slowly worked on that craft, and yeah, I think, I mean, it's a big part of it. I guess people are gifted and they work on it at a very young age, and some have been amazing at golf at such a young age, but I feel like I'm still pretty young and growing, and yeah, I really want to play those events, and hopefully I can win soon. But yeah, I'm playing really good golf now, and yeah, there was my approach play was one thing that I needed to get a lot better at, and it's slowly starting to trend, which is great. And my driving's been really good so far, so hopefully they can all match up and I could get a good result. But yeah, a goal of mine is to be the best golfer in my family. That's my next thing. Might take a while, but
that is a high bar.
Yeah, right. Well, Minwoo, you might be the best social media follow in your family, certainly. I mean, I get a great kick out of your social media presence, and you say the motivation behind it is you want to give golf a better image. What image are you hoping to present? I for one, enjoy your presence on social media.
Yeah, I think a big part of it is just like growing the game for younger kids. You know, a lot of guys that I looked up to Jason, I looked up to Adam Scott, and now like every week I'm playing with them practice rounds and playing with them in tournaments. So I think they paved the way really nicely for me, and they're really nice people too. So you know, on the course and off the course, I want to be like them, and I think I'm at a day and age where, you know, social media is massive. Everyone's on their phones, so might as well make fun of life and, you know, try to put a smile on people's faces. And especially for the younger kids, you know, I feel like I relate to them because I'm pretty immature and I'm, you know, a 15-year-old at heart and my head. So, you know, I can, I guess, put my mind where theirs are, where their heads are, and I can relate to them. So yeah, you know, I obviously got to back it up with good golf, and I feel like I am. Yeah, hopefully I can just get to that next stage and win a couple events. But yeah, I just like to have fun and not take two things seriously, which is something probably I have to work on. But I just like to have fun, and again, I'm at that age, so why not?
We've seen some players, I suppose, struggle with the impact or the scrutiny that comes along with social media. Obviously, you embrace it and seem to thrive in that world. Have you had any difficulty along the way in separating the positivity that you found there versus a lot of the negativity that's out there as well?
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty fortunate to have a really good following. I don't get too many messages that are negative or comments, which is, I think, it's very unlikely to get it. But I mean, I think I go out there in a way where, you know, I try to be as really real and honest as possible. I don't really like to be fake. So I think it's quite hard to be negative, I guess. But again, I mean, I know that stuff just happens. There's people that want to say stuff that they shouldn't, and you know, I try to block it as much as I can. But yeah, I'm very lucky to have a following that's really nice and positive, and I try to be like that on social media too.
As we talk about that following, when you hear those three words that have essentially become, Minwoo, your tagline, when you hear "let him cook," what kind of impact does it have on you when you're out there?
Yeah, no, it's amazing. I mean, there is a lot of that when I'm on the course, but again, it's a social media thing, and yeah, I mean, it's different when one person says it 100 times, but when every different person says it, you know, they want to be there for me. They want to, you know, support me, which is one thing is great. I love that, and love, you know, having the crowd when I'm out there on the golf course. So no, I really enjoy it, and yeah, let him cook.
Well, you were cooking at the end of last year as well. You won the Australian PGA Championship. You contended in the Australian Open. Are you optimistic, Minwoo, that whatever the future landscape of this game looks like over the course of the next few years, that there's a possibility that an event like the Australian Open could be elevated in stature again to what it used to be some decades ago? Yeah,
I mean, I grew up watching, you know, the trio of the Australian events, the PGA, the Open, and the Masters, and yeah, I hope it comes back to that one day. You know, as everyone knows, the crowd in Australia is just unbelievable, and the golf courses are incredible too. So I really hope that it does go back to that. And yeah, I mean, hopefully the PGA Tour can go down under, and yeah, we can all enjoy the Australian summer at the end of the year and play some good golf.
I like the sound of that. Minwoo, best of luck up there in the mitten this week, my friend. We look forward to watching you. Appreciate the time.
Yes. Thank you very much, guys. Cheers.